Hey guys, welcome back. So I got some tools out here. I got a light, bandsaw, C channels, and I'm finally gonna work on the flatbed for my truck here. So let's start off. We got some 4-inch C channel here, which is about 3/16 of a thickness. It's rated at 5.4 pounds a foot, and the cross members are 3-inch, also 3/16, and those are rated at 4.1 pounds a foot. So I got 4 of the 3-inchers and 2 of the 4-inchers are all 20-foot sections. I'm gonna have a lot of waste due to being almost 8 feet across. 8 and 8 is 16, means I have 4 feet of scrap on each joint. I got my 6232-20 deep cut Milwaukee bandsaw. Second time I use it, and second blade got messed up the first one. I might have the wrong blades for this, but I'll figure it out. And I got my 4 jack stands there, some pipe to hold everything level, my light, and I'm gonna get cutting. Alright guys. Alright, but what I can tell you here is I went off a bit. Maybe about 1/8 of an inch. But it doesn't really bother me. I'll just score it off and grind it off. Basically I just want both sections ready to go. Alright guys, so the next step is to determine how far apart I'm going to be putting these channels. And one of the reasons it's kind of difficult, as you can see, I got maybe 1/2 inch from the edge to the edge of the chassis here, about 1/2 inch. And then over here is kind of like snug. And then over here it rides right about halfway on the chassis. Here's another view from the top down. About right there, about halfway. Now these are going to be mounted with a flat side on this side. It was just I was having trouble having them to balance up there, but I'm at 41 1/4 from outside to outside. But one of my main mounting holes is going to be this one right here. So I want to make sure that the plate that comes up, it's almost flush or whatever with the outside. So that's about 3/4 of an inch, and 3/4 of an inch on the opposite side, which means from 41 1/4 I'm gonna go to like 42 3/4, adding 1.5 inches there. And basically from there is put everything on top of here and then start cutting the ones that go across. So I think I'm gonna crank up the speed to number 2 here and give it a go again. And I don't got gloves on today. And this piece almost fits on my camera there. It's 8 feet across. Alright guys, so this is an 8-foot section, and I'm thinking about putting like a 4-inch fender about this wide and just having a little bit of the tire overlap or past the fender there. So like I said, I might trim it down 3 inches for a total about 6 inches or so, but we'll get that to we'll get to that part tomorrow. I'm gonna cut a few more of these and put them on here, arrange them, and then just keep going. I went ahead and mocked up this angle iron here to see the edge and kind of see how an 8-foot bed will look, which is extremely wide for me. I believe I'll stick to like a 7.2, 7.4 plus the fenders. You know, I want to have a little bit of the tire sticking out, maybe about 1.5 inches sticking past the fender, and about 4 inches of fender on each side at the most. But this would have been a massive, really wide flatbed. You know, can probably make a little house on here. Anyways, hey guys, welcome back. As y'all can see, I got my square, I got my level there. So basically what I did, I got my jack stands all leveled out. I leveled this pipe, and then I put my channels across. And once this first green pipe was leveled, you know, I threw the level across this way, and then I leveled that one across, and then verified everything. And then from there, I went ahead and set these at 42 inches apart and used this square here just to give me an idea of where that other end needs to be sitting at. It's just for reference. And then I got me these 3-inch channels here, and they serve two purposes. One, it holds this channel straight, and it removes a bowl in the middle by putting some tension there with those clamps there, those C clamps. I got 2 on each side. And then at every end I have another one holding this channel there at the bottom. And this channel is just gonna make sure I don't lose my 42 inches of that I measured here. So it holds these at 42-inch increments. And once that was good, on the other side I just measured, and then I measured diagonally with my measuring tape, and I'm at 108.5 inches and 108.5 inches to that corner, and I'm 42 inches across. So everything seems to be squared off where I want it. And the next step will be to put the 2 end pieces, one on this end, one on that end. And I'm gonna do one on the bottom side, same thing on that side, just to hold things together. Alright guys, so I'm getting ready to weld, and I got a few of these channels in place here. As y'all can see, I got 2 measuring tapes there, and I'm reading 16 centers on top. And I had some marks on the bottom, but due to the way these are manufactured, there's a little bow on here, and these flanges kind of stick out a little bit more than this end. So it's kind of throwing it off to the side, and that's the reason I have these clamped on top, because I want the top to be flush. That way I don't have issues with the plate on there wobbling or something. And I'll just, it's not really much down here. I don't know, you can't really tell, but it's about a 16th only. But it was throwing me off a little bit. And the wheel goes about here, so I'm thinking it's gonna either throw mud or something. So I'd rather have the flat side here, and this side also the same thing. I'll put the flat side there. As you can see, these are this way and that way, and you know, it doesn't really matter, it's gonna be covered up. But that's what I think. Never built a flatbed, it's a nice project, so let's see how it goes. Alright guys, so The welds are just small tack welds there, as y'all can see, just to hold things in place. And now I'm going to be able to remove this one here and pop it in place over there at the end. And once everything looks snug, I'll probably give some extra little welds on the insides or whatnot. Hey guys, welcome back. So here's a view of the side of the flatbed. I ended up doing 7 feet 2 inches from the edge to edge, and I think 5 inches or so on the fenders should be good. Here on this piece, like I mentioned, it's gonna taper in maybe about 4 inches or so. Same thing on that side. And then here in the back, I'll figure something out later. But I'm still debating if to just put a flat sheet on here and flat sheet on the side, or if I should actually put something else here, like another channel or angle. I don't think I'll need it, but who knows. Alright guys, well, I'm getting ready to put this 4-inch channel here. I wasn't going to put it, but I think it'll make things a little bit stronger. It is going to add more weight to my truck bed, but I got to fix this here. I want this top part of the flange to be flush with this one. So I'm going to make a kind of like a cut like this, and basically that'll fit in place there. And it'll make things a little bit nicer, a little bit more flush and stuff. And yeah. Now these cuts don't have to be perfect, just close enough where I can fill it up with welding here and the bottom side. So looking good. Alright guys, well, I got all these notches made already. I just gotta go and use my flat disc and clean the edges on the inside outside. But that's how it's supposed to sit, and then I'll just clamp it, get it flush, fill in the weld here, and just keep going down. This section is going to stick out a little bit past this channel, and then I'll figure out if I'm just going to slice it here or what and bend it over. I'm still not sure, so that's going to be one of the last things I do. Alright guys,